Hopefully I don't get fired for this.
Hi, I'm Swasti, and I have the most ridiculous work from home horror story. So I was sitting working from home as one does in the middle of a global pandemic, and I needed to use the restroom. So I go over, I open the door, and I kid you not, I saw 10 wasps just buzzing around like it was their hive or something, or their nest, and it was truly one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. So obviously I screamed and called my fiance, slammed the door shut. He opened the door, and we saw 10 more at least wasps just falling out of our vent. So we're both freaking out. We realize we have to call the exterminator because obviously neither of us are equipped to handle a wasp infestation. I can't use the bathroom. I only have one bathroom in my apartment, couldn't use it, so that was a pain. It took the exterminator around 2 hours to get to our apartment. So we wait for him, you know, I'm like kind of doing a little bit of this while I'm working on my computer, freaking out about these wasps, hoping that they're not gonna like come through the cracks in our doors. So the exterminator gets here, he's got all his supplies, he's ready to bomb out our bathroom. He opens the door and all the wasps were gone. Kid you not one wasp in sight. It's like we made the story up. So he goes to the roof and checks to see if there's a nest up there, and there was no nest. So no idea, it's like the tale of the disappearing wasps. But it was truly terrifying, and that's my work from home horror story about the time a bunch of wasps flew into my bathroom.
My name is Sean. I'm a talent resident here at BuzzFeed, and this is my work from home horror story. Hopefully I don't get fired for this. Working from home has honestly been great, even though most of my work revolves being in the studio and shooting content. I've been able to do the same thing here at home. I'm super grateful. However, I've also learned that working at home has its challenges. One of them is that I had to recreate an iconic photo for a video at BuzzFeed. I was trying to look like this picture to a T. And the last step was getting an outfit. And this person had this material around their chest to make it look like a dress. I set up my little photo shoot area. I got, bed sheets to make it look like the background. I opened up the window to get natural light in. And I started posing, taking pictures, living, giving my best life. However, it's in the middle of the day and I totally forgot that when you have a window open, people can come by and watch you. So here I am, and then I just turn my head ever so slightly. These two cute grandmas that I love to death were just staring at me, giving me the thumbs up, and I was so shy and I wanted to like hide, but I couldn't. So I just gave them the thumbs up again, me literally like half naked, just like. And then I went to my window, closed the curtains, and I was just all red. Eventually, I went outside with the shirt on, and they were just like, oh, scandalous. They're like, ooh, what kind of shoot is this? And I'm just like, it's just for a video, y'all. It's not like that. They're like, sure it is. And they give me like this wink, and I'm like, okay, grandma, calm down. Ever since then, I made sure that when I do shoot videos, like now, that there is no one outside. And I'm gonna give the grandmas a photo just because they're now my #1 supporters.
Hey, I'm 10. There's been some stuff going on in my apartment that's definitely made this quarantine a lot more interesting. So I don't have a whole lot of experience with paranormal activity or supernatural occurrences, but it is something I'm very interested in. So it's something I often find myself discussing with friends. Little things would happen here and there that would creep us out. But now that quarantine got us spending a lot more time in the crib, now I feel like we have the opportunity to notice things that we otherwise wouldn't notice. For example, something that's been happening that's really creepy is in the living room of the apartment, there's one big window that has blinds. So every evening before we go to bed, I close the blinds, and every morning when I wake up, I open the blinds, let the sunlight in. So that's like my normal ritual. What I've been noticing recently is that I'll close the blinds at nighttime, we go to bed, and then when I come out in the morning, they're open. Like I did not open them, they're just open. It's not my fiance, we're both asleep. So we were discussing that situation with the blinds, and I kind of jokingly made the statement like, hey, if there's any ghosts in here, any paranormal stuff going on, like knock it off, man, you're pissing me off, you know what I'm saying? So the morning after I said that, I come outside, and not only were the blinds open, but there was a hoodie on my couch. And it happened to be my favorite hoodie. It's a Bruce Lee hoodie that I have. The creepy part about that specific hoodie being on the couch, more than the fact that I didn't put it there and neither did my fiance, is I had lost that hoodie weeks ago. When quarantine had just started, I did laundry one day. That hoodie was part of the laundry, put it in the washing machine, and when I went downstairs to switch stuff to the dryer, I noticed that it wasn't in the washing machine anymore. and I was devastated because, like I said, it's my favorite hoodie. I've had it for years. I actually asked to see the security cameras for the laundry room, and I didn't notice anything. Like, nobody went in there and messed with the washing machine. So it was really, it made no sense why my hoodie wouldn't be in there. So come outside, and that hoodie, my favorite hoodie, is chilling there on the couch right after I had like called out this ghost or whatever the night before. I shit you not, even as I'm telling you this story right now, my camera stopped recording and it switched from selfie cam, which is on right now, to like the other way, to normal. So like I said, you know, nothing malevolent has really happened. If anything, it's been kind of helpful. I don't have to open the blinds. My favorite hoodie that I lost been found, and it was laying right there in wait for me. So that was really nice. I got my favorite hoodie back, but it is still kind of unnerving. I don't really know how to explain these events. Interesting quarantine.